Let's see. Hopefully this is okay. Hi everyone. I'm currently uploading part 2 of a video that I finished today. So I'm hoping that while I'm streaming, it won't... Ooh, I am buffering. I see. Let's see. I guess let's just do like a general weekend reading really quickly and see how the stream holds up while I'm uploading. So let's see. I think I'm gonna grab, the Enchanted Forest deck. This is the deck that I did the video on earlier. So I did a side-by-side comparison of the Enchanted Forest with the Rider-Waite next to it. So I went card by card, just kind of, oh, it's buffering every once in a while, it looks like. But it's actually not too bad, I'm seeing, sorry. Just trying to make sure this is viable. Welcome in, everyone. So yeah, part 1 is up. That's going over the major arcana and just like comparing the imagery, the symbolism, and the meaning that comes through. 5 of challenges. Weaver of Visions. And the Ace of Spells. So I feel like something is going to just kind of feel like wrong or off at the beginning of the weekend. But I see with the Weaver of Visions and the Ace of Spells, like that's about kind of like creating the surroundings and the dreams that you want. So that's really positive. But it looks like there's going to be something, like a small something where there's kind of like unnecessary like destruction or unnecessary conflict. Challenges represents the swords in this deck. And it's like kind of like not even looking at the consequences. It's just like, oh, this tree was in my way, so get out of my way. So, yeah, it seems like there's kind of a hurdle to get over, and then we have this kind of like uplifting, transforming feeling here. And then the Ace of Spells, which is the Ace of Wands. So this could also be like a passionate moment if this is relevant to a relationship for somebody. Yeah, very good. So it seems like the stream is doing okay. So I'm gonna just keep going until I have to go, which I don't have very long. So hopefully I get someone in for this live stream. 4 of Spells. Hopefully I got someone in. I don't know if that's entirely focused. It's not. Okay. Let's do a Lightworkers reading. So this is going to be guidance for those of us who are doing more like self-healing work, who are diving into their spirituality, who are looking for some guidance within that realm. So let's see what comes up. I need just general guidance for anyone out there who is self-healing, overcoming difficulties. Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So look for ways in your life where you can kind of step into your own power and lead your life. Okay. We have inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. And then we have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So this feels very reflective of also the weekend reading, I guess, with kind of this like looking to yourself to create your dreams and letting that go into a sense of awakening and doing that through your heart and not your mind. Yeah, so if you're struggling right now, just understand that your struggles they can be framed in a certain way in your mind. And sometimes it's really hard to argue with what your mind is saying and what your thoughts are saying, because it's like, well, it's a thought. It's in my head. It must be true. But this is really calling for anyone who's doing light work on themselves to like look within themselves and look in their heart. Find the temple inside. You know, I was thinking about that the other day when I was meditating. How we call like our body the temple, and I don't think that's a coincidence. I think it really, like, healing, peace, and love all really do come from this sense of stillness and connection with the current moment, because the current moment is really all there is. And I think tuning into that heart will help raise your level of awakening and help it grow and encourage that expansion. But you need to step up for yourself, put that in action, and yeah, I think that's beautiful. That's something I need to take to heart, genuinely. Tune into the portal of your heart. Very beautiful. All right. Let's see. That's for the incense ash. All right. Now let's take a look at what kind of people may be showing up in our lives over the next week or so. What kind of archetypes will we see? Child orphan, the Avenger. Sorry about this delay. It's fine. Gossip. fire, earth, water, maybe with those colors. Let's see if we get an air type of color to go with this. Oh, this is more of a burnt kind of, this one feels earthy too. So it looks like child, orphan. So a child who's very independent, self-reliant, can take care of themselves. But they've also been let down, and that's why they have those aspects to them. Hi, Brianna. Is it Brianna or Brianna? Let me know. Nice to see you. How are you? Let me know if you have a question. I'm happy to answer it for you. And the Avenger is kind of this, like, I would compare it to the Justice card. It's like someone kind of like, but they're kind of more like a Robin Hood, like where they're not afraid of like taking from someone else to help other people. Then gossip. So just look out for people who are, you know, like talking for the sake of talking, and you know, like each one of these, what's interesting about archetypes is each one of these can show up as a light and a shadow. So this person may come in as a positive force, or they may come in as a negative force. So I think especially with the Temple of Your Own Heart coming up with this deck here, I think this really is about like staying grounded enough and staying within your own heart enough so that you don't, you know, fall victim to the shadow aspects of any of these. The hedonist is about overindulgence, and so these may show up in your own personality, or these may show up in other people who are entering your life. So watch out for these archetypes. See how they might show up in your life for the next week. Very cool. The biggest, thickest deck ever. It's so huge. Like that's a thick daddy. All right, and then let's do Lenormand. I've been practicing with Lenormand. I made this deck myself. I just took like I have so many cards because my family has like always been into card games, and especially cribbage. Oh yeah, no problem, Brianna. May I ask how Aaron is feeling about me? No problem. Let's do the Force of Enchantment deck. I just did a video looking at this one compared to the Rider-Waite deck, and it's so beautiful. There's so much emotion and storytelling in this, so I think that would be a good deck for this question. So let's see how Aaron is feeling about Brianna. Ace of Spells, that came out earlier too. So that's like basically like a lot of passion there. Might be a little distracted though. Did you? Oh my gosh, that's so perfect. Then maybe I felt that. Oh my gosh, that one just shot out. Oh, this is the Fool card, but for this deck. So we have Ace of Wands, we have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Fool, which are all very like these two especially are all about kind of like new adventures, new beginnings. This one especially is like about passion and kind of creating the dream that you want. Not in communication. Have you guys have talked before? Have you had a like romantic relationship before, or is this something completely new, or is this someone you see from afar and maybe that's what this is. It's kind of like this Fool almost feels like, come and get me, because this deer is about to like run into the forest. Hi, Tamia. Talked we are long distance. Okay. So this seems like he has this kind of like, there is like a passion there and there is this kind of desire there. But it looks like there's like a distraction. It's almost like the Child of Boons. He's like so focused on like this house of goodies, you know, and he's like, oh, is that a biscuit? You know, like, he's just like paying attention to what's directly in front of him, maybe more than the exchange between you two and the relationship and the communication. It almost seems like he's off on his like own adventure right now. But there is that like kind of passion and foundation of interest, which, so it's like a little conflicting. It seems like he's just preoccupied. But there is that like that fire there. There definitely is. Let's pull. And yeah, Tamia, I'll answer your question right after Brianna's, no problem. I just need to check my phone really quick. There we go. So let's pull from the empathic deck here. So it's like not like a relationship type of spread here, but there's like, this is always kind of like the passion, the beginning of something, or like the idea of beginning something. So we have Earth. So again, we have that Earth energy of like kind of being in your surroundings. Maybe he's just like really focused on kind of like what's going on, and really flew out. Crowd surfing is kind of feeling lost in kind of the flow of things, like you're kind of separate from everything. Hi, lovely. Stick around and I will see if I can fit you in after Tamia's reading, because I'm going to do hers next, but I have kind of a limited amount of time tonight. I have to go like in 15 minutes or so. So I don't want to say yes before I really know if I can do it or not, lovely. But if you stick around, I will get you after Tamia. No problem. Nothing else wants to come out. So yeah, it just seems like there's like distractions. Like this is like a person in the middle of a crowd. Like they're and it's like this, they're being carried, like they're being held. It's like very much like I'm distracted by what's around me right now. But there is that spark there. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight, Brianna. Let me know how that resonated for you. And then Tamia, let's see. Excuse me. Oh, I didn't see your question yet. So go ahead and post your question, Tamia. My divinely guided, that resonated. Good. Oh, I'm glad, Brianna. That's awesome. Thank you so much for asking your question and stopping by. Be sure to subscribe and like below too, because it helps It really helps with the visibility of the stream, so that more people can come in and get their questions answered, which is always good. So, so am I divinely guided to go back to school and study in assistant nursing? Okay, let's do, I'm going to do this deck for that. Let's see. Hi, me, koi fish. Thank you for liking. I appreciate it. Ooh. So I'm a limited time amount. I have lovely Red Sea waiting after Tamia. And that's if I have time to do that still. So stick around, please, and I will try to fit you in if I can. No problem. Let's see what these are, because Queen of Swords and the Ace of Coins. Yeah. I mean, Queen of Swords is, like, the most, like, intellectual type of, like, card. Like, it's, like, this person, like, owning her power and owning the information that she takes with her and is open to hearing from others. There's, like, this openness of, like, learning and absorbing new information. So that definitely, for me, points to school. And Ace of Coins is that maybe that will lead to, like, a new job opportunity, or this also might mean that you need to put some money into school to get this going. So there's definitely, like, that inquisitive nature of the Queen of Swords, and the thoughtfulness of her really indicates that kind of, like, especially medical school, I feel like you have to be very thoughtful and very pragmatic, but open to understanding and seeing how things change. Let's see if we can get anything more specific, but to me that feels like, yeah, you're guided. And I don't know if you have spirit animals or colors that mean anything to you, but I do see a bird up here, and then I see 3 purple flowers. So the waiting, yeah, so you're waiting to hear, but you're prepared. Like, you have, like, this kind of, this set mindset of and direction, it looks like. And money might be, I feel like it's kind of capping off at each end. It's like, you know, it's obviously going to be part of going back to school, but it also might lead to opportunities that will make you feel very grounded and financially secure. Just gonna see if, like, anything else comes out of this, but that, for me, this feels very straightforward. Yeah, nothing else coming out. So let me pull, here I have this little, I'm gonna pull, they will pay you and your school, so maybe that is someone else handing it to you, that, like, the money part is taken care of. The money part is something that you don't need to be concerned about, and in turn it will allow you to have an income after you're done with the schooling. That is such an amazing opportunity to me. I really, really, really hope you get it. This looks good. Like, this looks positive and direct and straightforward. Right now you're open to it happening. Right now you're open to receiving the feedback. Let's see what the angels want you to know. Sisterhood and brotherhood. So your community, if you have, you know, actual siblings that can maybe support you through this, like, from their experience, or maybe you're considering, you know, kind of like a new community of people. But sisterhood and brotherhood is like it's a very community. Again, it's like, you know, it's kind of like a school type of feeling. It's this, like, going into a group of people who have this bond and connection and shared purpose. So the intention is all there. It's like you're ready. This is what that's saying. You're ready. You're covered. And the community. Yeah, please let me know what happens to Mia. And sometimes, you know, like the cards you'll ask a question about one thing and then, you know, it'll pertain to something completely different. I'm so curious to know though, and I wish you the best of luck too. I think that's an amazing opportunity. And we need more nurses, like we just do. We need more nurses, we need more people who care and are willing to put in that time of like learning just like the most incredible, you know, service and function for humanity. I feel very strongly about that, and so thank you for going that direction. I think that's beautiful. So, lovely Red Sea, are you still here? If you are still here, post your question in chat. And if you're not, then I'm going to move on to the koi fish, if they're still here. So go ahead and post your question for me. Lovely Red Sea, if you're here. No problem, Tamia. All right, so let's go on with the koi fish then, since you said something. Hi. So what is Jay currently thinking about me? Let's find out. Let's do the regular. What is Jay currently thinking about me? Hi, I love you. How are you? Oops. I don't want to twist these around and organize them so they're all upright. How are you? It's good to see you again. There we go. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. So are they thinking of you? King of Wands. That says yes to me. That's like, yeah. Is Jay male by chance, or have this kind of like king energy, this kind of ruler of his own like dreams, passions, or hers? Heartbreak. And where there's this sense of an argument or a conflict, it's kind of in the Fool. The sense of like kind of like on their own journey. You're separated right now. Okay, so yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so there was... This feels like, yeah, he's very much like on his own journey. And I guess the king kind of exudes that kind of independence as well. But I would say he's thinking of you, but he's still probably in a contemplative state and not really knowing like if a fresh start is the best, or if, let's see what else might be on his mind here. That one really wanted to come out there. Ace of Swords. So it's like he doesn't want to start any arguments. He doesn't want to start, or maybe like there's just a fear of just starting communication. Like if you guys haven't been communicating much, that might be why the Ace of Swords is there, or it might be like he's afraid of like kind of just like not being rational enough right now. I'm doing really good. I love you. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. I recorded 2 little YouTube videos today going over the Enchanted Forest tarot and comparing it to the Rider-Waite. So the second one's currently uploading as I'm streaming. So where are you? And this is kind of like looking at like dreams, wishes, desires, like what do I want, what's next, what, like kind of fantasizing almost, and just like looking and feeling out different pathways and what that might in turn, how that might reward him in turn. So yeah, I would say like it's more so like the situation is on his mind more so than anything. It's still like the fact that this came out right after is like this feels like fresh in a sense. Maybe not that it happened super recently, but the thoughts right now are centered around this kind of like this heartbreak and this separation and dissonance. And questioning if a new beginning is the correct way, not being sure about their thoughts, and then looking towards the future and looking at all the potential outcomes. Yeah. Well, Koifish, I hope that resonated. I hope it gave you a little insight. I'm so sorry to hear that you guys are in that situation right now. I know that just can't be easy. I really appreciate you coming in and asking that question, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck and warmest wishes going forward. It takes everyone like this different pace of time, you know, for whatever like the end goal might be. Yeah, just remember, it takes everyone has their own life manual. Everyone has their own way of dealing with things that are very, very deep, like heartbreak. No problem. Yeah, best wishes. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. Let's see what time it is, you guys. Hi Priya. Yeah, I have to go. I'm so sorry. I just missed a call from the person I'm supposed to meet up with. So I'm so sorry. Gosh. So I love you, and Priya and Will Robbie. Hopefully I can catch you guys another time with your questions. But if not, definitely take a look on YouTube for other live readings, and I hope that you can get your question answered by someone doing tarot tonight. Thank you for stopping by, you guys. And yeah, Priya, I feel like so heartbroken every time I see your name. I just like, if I like literally didn't have to go right now, I would do it for you. I'm so sorry. I like my heart. I just see your sweet little name and your little green icon come up, and I'm just like, oh no, I gotta break her heart. Thank you. I love you. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for being so understanding. Take care. Have a great weekend. I might do like a live morning stream one of these weekend days. So if you guys need something to do with your morning coffee or tea, check it out and press the notification button down below so you know when I do go live. Yeah, I did one last weekend. It was pretty fun. I actually just like answered one question for one person because it was very slow on a Sunday morning. Go figure. But it was so fun because we really got to get in depth with her question, which was very interesting and very fun as far as an experience for me. So yeah. All right. Bye, guys. Take care. See you hopefully this weekend, if not next week. Talk to you later. Bye.